Hi there, this is Joe from ShopTo, and I'm joined by Dan.
Hello.
And this is our review chat for UFC 2. EA
Yes.
Sports UFC 2, we could call it.
I think you should mention that EA Sports are all over this game. It's certainly one of the. It's got the sort of hooks in it. Um,
Hooks in it, I like that. Is that what a pun was it?
eh, the it's a fighting game that you probably would have played loads of times before. Really, I mean, I'm only just starting to understand the appeal for UFC. I mean, I was an 80s and 90s WWE fan with WWF back then, wasn't it? This is just brutal. I mean, you got the couple of big fights recently, massive disappointments. Quite amusing considering I think these fighters are actually on the front cover and these are the ones that lost the fight, but they're still the.
It's the cover curse that's happened.
Well, yeah, but they are the spokespeople. I suppose they're the people that everyone associates with UFC, so they got right to be right in the front there. I mean,
Yeah, do you know that's happened before, that somebody's been the cover and then they've lost?
really,
That happens quite a lot. It's got on the football games, and football games that are uncovered, then they get injured, and then the cover.
oh,
It's the cover curse. You don't want to be on the cover.
but you know what? It's quite an achievement. I mean, considering how low key the UFC was, it's over the past few years. It's been massive, and people talk about it all over the place now. Whereas a couple of years ago, never mentioned it. So that's quite an impressive feat. The game itself, is drop dead gorgeous. I mean, the visuals. You had to go yourself, didn't you? I mean, you
Yeah,
can't believe just what you're looking at is close to realism you're going to get in a computer game. It's
yeah, it
fantastic.
does look lovely. Yeah,
Each character. I mean, there's quite a lot of roster here. Each character has their own unique look, the way they move. I mean, just things like tattoos, perfect on their arms, backs, and everywhere. It looks very cool.
yeah.
Uh,
You have the
this is,
character creator as well, don't you? Which is quite
yeah,
in depth.
it's quite fun. Yes, I created some kind of 6 foot beer gut boxer, and covered in hair. It was quite good fun with that, and I'll mention that in a minute as well. But you will see an awful lot of blood. I mean, that is without a doubt part of what UFC is about. I mean, blood just splatters everywhere on your face, over your body, all over the mat. It's tracks everywhere. There's a very bloody fighting game. So if you're looking for something for the kids, probably not the best idea.
I,
Mode-wise, also,
yeah, I was going to say about the modes actually. I mean, I was just, as you were about to mention it, I was just saying a bit like most EA Sports games, it's absolutely packed with modes, isn't it?
it is jam-packed. And in a way, it's quite cool, but on another side of things, it's all a little bit samey.
Yeah,
Ultimate Fighter, we create a team of a little roster of fighters that you can take out online or just solo play. You can create them, and a bit similar to what I think the FIFA games have with these card systems. You win fights, you earn cards, and these cards are little stat boosts or new moves like just punches and kicks, things like that.
yeah.
You're constantly creating this new Ultimate Fighter. It's quite a cool idea. You have just regular online fighting where you just go one on one with people. Then you have campaign mode, which is again you can working through the ranks of the UFC, starting from the basic belts, working your way up.
Yeah, that's like your career, isn't it? Career mode.
Career mode. There's lots of little mini games for training things. Kind of got a bit bored of that quite quickly. It really took away from I just want to fight here.
Yeah, which is where knockout mode comes in.
Well, yeah, I mean this is a surprise actually. Knockout mode. What I will say is the modes that I spoke to before are just absolutely just steeped in what you expect from UFC. So you've got good solid controls, 4 attacks, high and low blocking. Then you also have not special moves per se, but sort of alterations of each punch and kick using trigger buttons. That's from a standing point. And you got clinches, and then you obviously got groundwork as well, where you knock someone on the floor, you can jump on them, and then you start. It's like Roman wrestling, really. It's all over each other, finding a good spot to punch, trying to break a bone, pretty much. You're just trying to get a good submission moving.
Yeah, I was quite surprised about the controls actually. I thought, because with the wrestling games, the WWE and stuff, I find it's quite tough to get to grips with, but the UFC seems a lot easier to control.
I totally agree with you as well. I was very surprised at how easy it was to get the hang of it. The only bits I found a bit struggling was in the groundwork, but the game does try and help quite a bit by giving you
Yeah,
the little right stick. You can flick left, right, and up and down just to see what move you want to do, which then changes your body position, allows you for different punches or different defenses. So that's quite cool.
Yeah.
The mode that you're talking about, the knockout, kind of forgets about all that and turns it into a one-on-one, almost kind of Street Fighter-esque fighting game. Not with special moves and stuff, but you just have a health bar, you're just standing toe-to-toe and just punching and kicking the living hell out of each other. It's quite good fun. I mean, you enjoy that mode quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, great. Just you can choose between best at 3, best at 5, and you can just kind of go for it. Just knock each other out. It's fun.
All the technical skill goes out the window, and it's just stand up to each other and keep on throwing punches until someone drops.
Yeah,
now, I found a few times just playing against a computer that I was knocked out in one punch, which is like crazy. But then again, UFC, you can have moments like that. You know, the randomness of a fight, you can lay someone out in one go, or you could stretch it out for all the rounds. So being knocked out in one round and going back to the loading screen is a bit disappointing sometimes, but you know, that's the nature of the sport.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It's a fun game. I think for a fighting game, I found more enjoyment out of the standing side of things because it reminded me of the old EA Fight Night games, things like that, and the depth of the moves and the visuals are just so good.
So overall, would you recommend it overall?
So if you're a UFC fan, well worth your time. You'll probably find it not quite mimicking what you see on the TV screen. I think that'd be a very hard game to create because of the randomness of the fighting. But overall, fighting games, you're going to really enjoy it as well. For newcomers to the sport, I think it's quite a good sort of setup as well because the controls are quite effective. And the game does lead you quite nicely with a ton of training in there. And also you can, creating characters from scratch, you sort of slowly learn what's required to become one of the best fighters and then obviously hopefully become a champion. So I think it's well worth your time.
Okay, look, we'll leave it there. Look out for a written review soon. And please remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for now. Bye.
Bye.